Right now at 11 o'clock, a miracle truly that everyone survived. Look at the video. Authorities trying to figure out how this plane crashed straight into a building.
Wow, and traffic jam on the Columbia River. Why barges are not able to get past the Bonneville Dam right now and the impact it's having on the harvest. Plus,
bottom line is this is a real phenomenon.
Health officials across the country investigating these vaping related illnesses. And now there's a second case that has come up in Oregon.
This is KGW News at 11.
For the second day in a row, downpours left many area roads covered in water.
Check out some of these videos from viewers in Salem tonight. Nicole got a good shot of street flooding. Marco caught some hail coming down. They're getting hail there as well. And take a look at what Kristen saw. That's a bicyclist, so it's not just the cars slugging through the high water. A cyclist as well. Wouldn't let that flooding slow down his commute. Give this guy an award.
He deserves it. Check this out. Several people spotted a small funnel cloud. This is over Eugene tonight. It did not touch down or cause any damage. And Sheila gives us another view. It was closer to Springfield when she caught this video of the funnel cloud. Thank you for joining us. I'm Laurel Porter.
And I'm Dan Haggerty. Let's go right over to Chief Meteorologist Matt Zafino. Lots to talk about, Matt.
Tons. You know, I'm not surprised by that cold air funnel cloud down by Eugene. They're called cold air funnel clouds because they happen when we get colder air coming in aloft like we did today. And I had another viewer that I talked to on the phone said, hey, thought he saw rotation in the clouds around Salem too. So again, not surprising that a couple of those funnels, or at least one of them, was spotted down by Eugene. Great sunset tonight. Look at that thunderhead moving away from our reserve golf course sky cam. We have a whole lot of this going on right now with the clearing, but the rainfall was intense, as you guys mentioned. And there's still a little bit of rain over northeast Oregon, but even there it's winding down. The thunderstorms have all but ended. So downtown Portland, 0.72 of an inch of rain in less than 30 minutes, and that caused widespread street and intersection flooding. Salem had a record rainfall with nearly an inch of rain, breaking the old record from 2005 of 0.79 of an inch of rain. And in case you're wondering how many days, we just finished a stretch of 4 days in a row with measurable rain, and we hadn't done that since the middle of April. So it was a big turnaround from the dry weather of summer. More video for you. This from Salem. You can see the hail on the ground down here. And again, the wind blowing. Kevin Bowden sending in this video. It's a lot of great pictures and video from Salem and the Salem area. So thanks everybody who shared that. So going forward, here's what you can expect. Mainly clear overnight tonight. No downpours, no hail, no tornadoes or thunderstorms. The morning, though, will bring some potentially thick fog in the morning. There's a chance it just lifts into a low cloud layer, so that'd be great. But it may impact the commute if we do get the fog. And then dry and warmer Wednesday afternoon and on Thursday before the rain returns. More on that later. Back to you.
We're going to like the sunshine break for a little while at least. Thank you, Matt. And we always like to see your photos and video of the weather in your neighborhood. Thanks everybody for sending them in. Remember, you can use the hashtag MyKGW to share them with us on social media. Just into the newsroom tonight, a man has been arrested accused of hiding in a woman's car, then trying to kidnap her. This was a situation that led to a lockdown of schools and banks this morning. We just learned the suspect is 43-year-old Lawrence Rowland. You're looking at him here. Police say he didn't know the victim. He's accused of hiding in her car for hours, then making himself known after she dropped her child off at school. A witness called police when they saw the victim try to escape the car and Rowland allegedly forcing her back into it. The victim was not physically hurt.
That's terrifying. Hey, let's get you caught up on some of tonight's other top headlines. A woman was rushed to the hospital with potentially life-threatening injuries. It's after a shooting in southeast Portland this afternoon. It happened near southeast 12th and Yamhill just after 3 o'clock. Interesting details here. Police say that the man who shot her stayed there at the scene and cooperated with officers. They say there is no risk to the public.
Do you recognize this man? Police say he was responsible for a shooting and robbery in southeast Portland last month. They just released this surveillance video trying to ID him. The man allegedly shot a victim in the leg during a robbery. This was on southeast Gladstone and 51st Avenue.
A former Kaiser Permanente pharmacist admitted to hiding a camera in 2 workplace bathrooms. Johnny Chan pleaded guilty today. He's likely to spend 12 years in prison. Chan worked at a Kaiser facility in northeast Portland. He recorded coworkers in the bathroom between December 2016 and November 2017. He's also accused of recording coworkers in the bathroom at a Banana Republic store where he worked.
New tonight, there is a second possible vaping-related illness in Oregon. The Oregon Health Authority has confirmed it's looking into a new case. This person survived the illness. The first victim died from it. KGW's Mike Benner is tracking the developments and joins us with the latest. Mike.
And Laurel, the Oregon Health Authority is not elaborating at all on this latest case, only saying that they're dealing with a second possible vaping-related illness. And unfortunately, we should not be too surprised by this. At last check, 450 people nationwide have gotten sick from vaping. A half dozen people have died. The person who died in Oregon was middle-aged and died in July after buying vaping materials from 2 licensed dispensaries in Oregon. Officials don't know at this point what type of vaping devices or products could be causing the illnesses. The Centers for Disease Control and state health departments, Oregon included, are working to find the cause in the sudden surge in these vaping illnesses. In the meantime, they say the safest thing to do is not vape at all.
Bottom line is, this is a real phenomenon. Parents, you need to look out for your kids, find out what they're doing, educate them that this is dangerous.
To allow kids to go ahead and buy this product with flavors that is what really appeals to them, and to damage their health for the rest of their lives, perhaps, before we ever do the research is just unconscionable.
Yeah, strong words there from former New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg. You can count on KGW to stay on top of this vaping phenomenon, as some call it. We'll pass along any new information as we get it, both on air and online. Laurel, back to you.
Thank you, Mike. Do you have questions about vaping? A doctor with the Oregon Health Authority is joining us tomorrow on KGW News at Sunrise to answer your questions. Tune in for a live interview at 6:30 a.m. Then watch our Sunrise Q&A live stream starting at 7 a.m.
In a developing story tonight, there was a problem at Bonneville Dam in the gorge, and it's holding up the harvest. Barge traffic can't get through right now. At issue here is the floor of this massive lock on the Columbia River. It's a curved piece of concrete nearly 6 feet high, 9 feet long. It forms a tight seal when the downstream door of the lock swings into place. Well, last week, operators noticed that it wasn't sealing properly. An inspection came out and it revealed major cracks. So now it's being jackhammered with an industrial machine, and plans are currently underway to build a new seal.
At this point, we do not have a timeline. We have further inspections performed. We want to make sure that we're careful not to rush to failure, make sure we get a permanent fix in there and get it fixed correctly this time to minimize impact to our stakeholders.
Meanwhile, nothing's happening there. The river traffic is completely stuck. Look at this video from a tug operator. They sent us this. That shows 10 barges filled with wheat, and they're just sitting there going nowhere. They're destined for Portland or Vancouver to be loaded on ships to head to Asia. It's unclear if this closure of the Columbia is going to impact consumers here in America, since most of the grains will be headed overseas.
You got to take a look at this. Stunning images show a plane crash vertically into a building in Arizona. And tonight, authorities say, look at that. It's a miracle the 2 people on board that plane survived. We get more from NBC's Miguel Almaguer.
This was the jaw-dropping scene discovered by first responders. A small plane wedged nose down into an airport building. The 2 people aboard, the pilot and a student, somehow made it out alive. It happened just after takeoff in Maricopa, Arizona. Investigators say it's unclear why the plane suddenly plummeted from the sky and sliced into the Aqchen Regional Airport.
I was the only one in the building. I was more worried about the safety of the individuals on the aircraft.
According to authorities, the 2 survivors were transported to a local hospital. The Aircoup 415C was first manufactured during World War II, designed to be one of the safest airplanes of its time. Tonight, investigators want to know how the plane ended up like this. Miguel Almaguer, NBC News.
I'm going to give you a quick update right now. The Washington County Sheriff's Office shared this photo today of this deputy who was wounded, shot near Hag Lake last month. You remember the story, I'm sure. They wanted to say to everyone that a big thank you, because a lot of people sent in some positive messages. This is Corporal Jeremy Braun. You see there was some colleagues. You can see that they all have those Braun Strong shirts on. Corporal Braun is now in rehab hospitals. He's having to relearn how to walk and swallow, and of course has a very long road ahead of him, but he's staying positive.
He's in great spirits. He is working hard in rehabilitation every day, and I think he continues to wow all of us at the Sheriff's Office for sure.
The second deputy wounded, Deputy Iverson, has injuries to his arm and leg and is currently undergoing outpatient physical therapy.
Health professionals from across the state gathered tonight for the Oregon Health Forum's inaugural dinner. I was honored to MC the event at Portland's Multnomah Athletic Club. The Oregon Health Forum presented its first Health Impact Award to Mila Rodriguez-Adair, who was honored for her work to remove barriers and ensure historically underserved children and families have a voice. Rakaya Adams, the Chief Investment Officer at the Meyer Memorial Trust and Chair of the Oregon Investment Council, was the keynote speaker. She challenged healthcare providers to not only increase healthcare access, but work toward better outcomes for all Oregonians.